Welcome to our exploration of the government of North Korea, one of the most secretive and enigmatic regimes in the world. Founded in 1948, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or DPRK, operates under a unique blend of authoritarianism, cult of personality, and a tightly controlled state-run economy. At the top of the government is the Supreme Leader. Currently, Kim Jong-un holds this title, succeeding his father, Kim Jong-il, and grandfather, Kim Il-sung. The role of Supreme Leader encompasses both political and military authority, making it the most powerful position in the country. The government is divided into several key institutions. The Workers' Party of Korea, or WPK, is the ruling party, and it controls every aspect of life in North Korea. The WPK is the backbone of the state, with Kim Jong-un as its general secretary. Party ideology is centered around juche, or self-reliance, which is a guiding principle of governance. The cabinet, known as the Administration Council, handles day-to-day operations of the government, overseeing economic policy and various ministries. However, real power lies with the WPK, and the cabinet's decisions are often heavily influenced by party directives. The Supreme People's Assembly, or SPA, is the national legislature, but it functions more as a rubber stamp for decisions made by the WPK. Elections are held every 5 years, but candidates are pre-approved by the party, ensuring that dissent is virtually non-existent. The Korean People's Army, or KPA, plays a crucial role in North Korean governance, reflecting the military-first policy known as Songun. The KPA is one of the largest standing armies in the world, and military leaders wield significant influence in political affairs. The government invests heavily in defense, often at the expense of the civilian economy. This focus on military power is not only for national security, but also serves to project strength domestically and internationally. North Korea is infamous for its repressive regime. The government employs a vast security apparatus to maintain control over its citizens, including the Ministry of State Security and the Ministry of People's Security. Surveillance is pervasive, and dissent is met with severe consequences, including imprisonment and execution. The regime tightly controls information. Media is state-owned and heavily censored, with no freedom of press. Propaganda glorifies the leadership and promotes an ideology that vilifies the outside world, particularly the United States and South Korea. North Korea's economy is a centrally planned system. The government controls all means of production and distribution. Despite occasional attempts at economic reforms, the state continues to prioritize military spending over economic development. Agriculture and industry are organized through state-owned enterprises. Citizens are assigned jobs, and private ownership is largely prohibited. This system has resulted in chronic food shortages and economic hardship for much of the population. North Korea's foreign policy is marked by isolationism and nuclear ambitions. The government seeks to project power through its nuclear weapons program, which it views as a deterrent against perceived threats. Relations with South Korea remain tense, and diplomatic efforts are often undermined by provocations such as missile tests. Despite this, the regime has engaged in talks with the United States and other nations, though these efforts have often faltered. In conclusion, the government of North Korea is characterized by a strict authoritarian regime, led by a single party with significant military influence and a centralized economy. The pervasive control over the populace and the regime's isolationist tendencies present unique challenges both domestically and internationally. As the world continues to watch North Korea, the question remains, what lies ahead for this isolated nation? Thank you for joining us on this journey to understand the complexities of the North Korean government and